ladies, so I'm back with another story time, and this is going to be a short one, but this story ties with two videos I made previously talking about how looking average was not a bad thing, and my last video about having pretty girl energy. So I will be telling you guys about the situation I witnessed in one of my friend groups and how it proved my point that pretty privilege and being beautiful on the outside doesn't always equal confidence and happiness. So in my friend group, we had this girl in our circle. Let's call her Nina. Now, Nina is stunning. Her face card is there, her body is T, and wherever Nina goes, people's head will turn. She also came from money and grew up very privileged, so she's pretty much used to getting her way. And she even had a finance degree, and she has a finance degree, and for a while worked at an amazing financial tech company. But because this woman had a terrible work ethic, she lost her job. And honestly, her attitude in general was very reckless. She was very irresponsible and she was very entitled. Now, the only reason she was in our circle was because of one of our good friends, Brienne. And we warned her that Nina could not be trusted. Just from the beginning, she was very self-centered. She was self-absorbed. She seemed like she just had she seemed like she only cared about. She had this air about her that was very much, I'm better than all of you. And I just didn't understand how her and Brienne could be friends because Brienne was the complete opposite. And it's unfortunate, but I always say the best lessons are learned the hard way, but why make your life harder? So it's unfortunate that somebody as amazing as Brienne had to go through this. Ladies, I always say you have to be mindful of yourself and the company you keep. None of us are safe. Brienne at first was not on Nina's radar because when they first met, Nina was doing better than her. And Brianna is pretty, but by society standard, she would be considered average looking, which is not a bad thing. Brienne, although was not as societal norms as beautiful as Nina, she was very fit. She took a lot of pride in her looks and she had the confidence. And basically, Brienne was pretty much above average in every other areas in her life. She built a very successful business from the ground up. She was highly respected, or she is highly respected. And to top it off, she was engaged to a genuinely successful and overall great guy. And that's where Nina started to crack. So Brienne got engaged a month after Nina lost her job. Nina also was with her man, her boyfriend, for about 5 years, and he still didn't propose. And honestly, I can't say I blame him. So I know it ate her up to see Brienne engaged after only a year and a half. And Nina's congratulation words were, I'm so happy for you and so hopeful because if you can get engaged, then there's definitely hope for me. You see how they always hello themselves at the comments? Like, why was that necessary, right? Like, bam. And this woman tried to plant seeds of doubt in Brienne's ears by questioning the faithfulness of her fiancé and just being overall messy, the classic sabotage tactic that jealous people like to use. And mind you, Nina never cared until Brienne got engaged. So why now? It's because Brienne held up a mirror and Nina didn't like what she saw. Thankfully, Brienne's relationship was solid, and we as her friends also had her back, so Nina's attempt didn't work. Now, more things may have happened and been said between Nina and Brienne that I'm not aware of because at that time they were closer friends. And like I said, we all expressed our distrust of Nina, but Brienne's heart wouldn't let her see Nina's true ways. But you guys, it didn't stop there. This woman is actually insane. So Brienne's business is on social media, like most businesses these days. And tell me how this girl created a burner account spreading lies about Brienne's business on social media, fake reviews, shady comments, trying to start a smear campaign. And Brienne eventually found out because this girl was not as smart as she thinks. She used her childhood nickname and her boyfriend's last name as the name on the account. And I'm just like, out of jealousy, like, girl, It's not Brienne's fault that you couldn't keep a job. It's not Brienne's fault that your work ethic is trash. Like, work on yourself. Like, if you put that much energy in working on yourself, you would be a much happier person. And it's so sad because I've never seen Brienne so confused and betrayed, and she was crying, and it honestly was sad because that's her baby. She worked so hard on making her business as successful at it as it is, and to have one of your friends try to ruin that, that cuts deep. And Brienne had the biggest heart and saw the best in everyone, so I can see why she didn't suspect Nina and ignored several red flags. Like, I can understand how Brienne viewed the world. Like, she truly has the biggest heart and she wants to help everyone and she gives everyone chances. And I definitely saw a change in her after this incident. She definitely has more discernment, as she should. It's always nice to see the good things in people, but it's also smart to understand that people are not as great as you think. People have their own demons that they're battling with, and they can very much act out in ways that can cause real harm. And that's why you have to have strong boundaries in friendships, in any relationships, any and every single, even with your pets. You need to have boundaries because things could go left real quick. And thankfully, Brienne's business remained intact. Of course, Brienne confronted her, and Nina, of course, denied it and accused Brienne of being entitled and thinking she has to one up everyone. At this point, I'm like, this woman should have been a comedian because the delusions and denial was insane. Dealing with somebody like that, you don't even want to like argue with them, because to me, if you can do something as like crazy as creating a fake account, and like that is next level psychotic to me, to go out of your way to create an account to sabotage somebody who did nothing to you, who showed you nothing but love and kindness. That is like, to me, you need mental help. But honestly, that's just how some people minds work when they are jealous, when they are filled with envy and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to process their emotions. They don't know how to regulate themselves. They lash out almost like a toddler, like throwing tantrums and hurting people. Thankfully, Brienne cut her off and continued with her very successful life. Last I saw, Nina was still in that relationship, unmarried, jobless, and relying on her looks. That doesn't seem to be helping her, if you ask me, because she is overall less than average in every other area but her looks. This is why beauty does not matter if you lead with insecurities. Money does not matter if you lead with insecurities. Average looking people can win in life and beautiful people can lose in life, and vice versa, right? That's why it's important to work on yourself. Yes, looks matters, but let's make sure the interior is also well taken care of, so you guys are not out here terrorizing people because you don't like what you see in the mirror or how your life is going. Please don't waste your life away living in your insecurities when it's so much fun being carefree and pretty, sipping your matcha in our matcha vibes. Sip or glass, shameless plug. But I would love if you guys would check out my online shop, Pretty and Carefree. Link in the description. We have the cutest phone case and sipper glasses designed by yours truly. And because pretty girls are healthy, we have our delicious flavored vitamin water packets that has all the essential vitamins you can want and more. And that will be all, ladies. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Let's keep it respectful. And if you did find value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you ladies next time. Remember to stay pretty and carefree. Bye.